Hello again, we are back for another Binding of Isaac Repentance episode. I just saw that there was a small little update. It's about 10 megabytes. I guess it was launched yesterday sometime. I guess maybe when I was recording or something like that, it might have been just popped up and yeah, just popped it on this morning. It's Saturday morning here. So whatever. They might have done some slight tweaks and fixes and stuff, which is nice. So today's daily is a cane. It's cane, I mean. Not it's a cane. We're going the blue baby, it looks like here. Yeah, I'm just gonna get things kind of situated. So this is my second day of my fast. I feel a lot better. I think because like I was tired yesterday and stuff like that. Like it was kind of bogging me down with my thinking and stuff a bit, and dialogue. So I apologize about that. But I mean, what do you expect? Like when you're doing the fast, like it's going to like mess with you, of course. You got a kidney bean, huh? Especially if you haven't done it for a while. And yeah, so I feel a lot better. That's the thing with fast, is like you gotta have plenty of sleep too, even if you I guess it's a normal process when you feel tired. Part of it's like electric light imbalance, but it's also like your body's healing and stuff like that. It's got a chance to heal, so it's healing microscopically, but then it all adds up over time. Also, I got some security not checks, security paper in this pen that's coming in pretty soon. It's supposed to be like tamper-proof and stuff, which is pretty good. You're probably wondering, like, well, why would you need some tampering-proof, like, pens and, you know, paper and stuff? Well, here's the thing. It's like, these days, you know, people are trying to forge stuff, and I had a slight share in that kind of regard of an issue that I've had in the past, and this is just something that's going to further like secure things that I need to get kind of secured, just in case, you know. It's just like when I've talked about in an episode, I think it's in my backlog somewhere, about dash cameras. But it's nice. It's a nice necessity to have, even though nothing's really happened yet. You want to like have it set to where it's going to like be a benefit for you to have on hand, instead of like waiting in the last minute to where something bad happens and then, you know, you're responsible for something you think that it's the other person's fault. You know what I mean? Kind of like with my sister, I mentioned too in that video. It's like she didn't want a security camera even though they got one, and they're going to sell it. And then just recently, like, her car got broken into, and yeah, and it was a multi-camera setup, so there would have been like 2 or 3 cameras in the front of her place where her car would have been. So yeah. So even though you feel like as though you don't really need something like that for security standards, you know, like to like kind of protect you from that kind of stuff, like anything in general for security purposes, it's nice to have in case when they try to pull something, you got the upper hand. And I think that's just the key. And not tell them about it too, that's another thing. Because if you tell them like, hey, I got all these security features, you know, it's like telling like, you know, someone who's casing people's houses to be like, hey, just letting you know, we got a security camera, here's all the blind spots. No, you don't do that. You just leave it up. Keep it up high and stuff like that. Keep it out of their, I mean, you can conceal it to an extent, but like, you can only do so much, you know? You want to keep it up high and stuff. Like, super high. See, they're still smacking it with a stick and stuff like that. That's what happened with my security cameras. And I had another one that was shot with a BB gun, broad daylight, of a disgruntled neighbor, but you know. But yeah, like, going back with the security stuff I'm getting. So like, so I have security proof checks. So it's got like a bunch of different security features on there, just a bunch, and it doesn't cost anything additional really. It's a, you know, as opposed to like regular checks, it's about the same cost for my bank, so that's nice. And so that way it prevents from like anybody to try to like write something on there. Well, I mean, it won't prevent them from writing on there, but it's gonna like prevent it to forging my checks or doing something weird. I think when they scan it or something, there's gonna be like, well, this microfibers. Let's see here. Let's check here real quick. Microfibers, fraud warning. You know, the official stuff. Chemical wash. Micro print signature line, stuff like that. Now, my additional thing I'm getting is, so it'll be it's a special, well, it's not special. It's a unique type of ink in the pen, right? And so, like, this unique ink will, let's see here. What do I want? I mean, we could take Book of Shadows to know where we're going, but I think Necromonicon would be pretty good for, like, clearing out large rooms. No, anyways, I'm getting a pen. It's got, like this unique ink, like ISO something, 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 like a string of numbers. And it's supposed to be, like, smudge-proof and stuff like that. And since it's a unique ink, like if they were to forge it, you know, take it to the police and stuff and tell them, hey, they forged the check or something or whatever in my writing, then they can easily examine the original ink, you know, when they take the check at the bank, when they take check at the bank for the original check that they have on file, and they'll notice a difference and then just go after them. Now, I'm doing that because, like, getting an ink pen like that, because a couple of years ago, I ran into a unique incident, and it's only happened once, and that was from my regular checks before I got security checks, where someone was trying to, like, write in a different number and stuff. Oh, hello. Well, thank you. Was writing in a different number on my check, even though, like, I wrote how much that was actually, you know, what I owe. There's nothing additional. There's a set amount. And trying to, like, forge it. And I called the bank. It's like, hey, just letting you know this happened, you know. I found out, like, later on, if that were to happen, I should have immediately alerted the police and get them for fraud. I should have. But it's good to know now. I mean, yeah, obviously it would have been illegal. But, like, I didn't think, like, the police would do anything about it. But I guess not. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, like, they can easily compare signatures and then just find the culprit, which is, like, the person who is the one handling the checks and depositing it. So it's not, like, a high list of people they have to go through. Pretty short list. Get some water here real quick. The voice keeps cutting out here. So yeah, it's something, alright, Davey. And now for the security paper, see, I got security envelopes too, and that's pretty much a. I think I do recommend people getting security envelopes to send off their mail in general. They're pretty cheap. You get like a pack of like, was it 100 or 200 or something crazy amount for like 10 or 20 bucks. Like, that ain't bad. And if you're not mailing a whole lot, like, that'll last you. If you're mailing a whole lot, like, that still lasts you. Just not as much. Just not as long, you know? But yeah, I use those because I have to send payments in to a place by mail. And not to mention, oh, another thing too on top of that, You know, I write checks too, you know, for payments. On top of that as well, I also take the additional step and send it with tracking, so I can track if it's been arriving to their place or not, so they can't claim that it hasn't arrived to them. And I actually had that happen once from this same place that I've been sending payments to. This was a different owner too at the time. She claimed that she didn't receive a payment and sent another one, even though I obviously had sent the payment in and there's no way it would have been lost in the mail. And so I was like, alright, maybe he got lost in the mail or something. Now what I didn't do, I should have, well, first let's get to the point here. So what happened was, after we kind of, you know, got things kind of situated with that, talked about and stuff, I sent her another check, and then next thing I know, months later, I found out there was it's like a month later or a year later or something crazy. You know, the new owners were like taking over and stuff like that, and I guess it was like one of the kids that took over, and I think they contact me or I contact them, but like what happened was the check that was supposedly went missing was also cashed. And that kind of screwed me pretty bit with my finances, but I was able to get it resolved with the, fortunately, because I had enough money in my bank to, you know, deal with that, you know, dilemma. And the new owners then, you know, apologized and stuff like that, and then I didn't have to make payments for a few months because I was doing a back payment on something, and that was pretty smooth. I was doing a back payment on something, and then I basically paid 4 months of this service at once instead of like paying for the 2 that I owed. So then I just waited for an extra, you know, about, well, let's see, about 3 months actually. 3 months until I just sent a payment in for the next month, you know, month to month basis. So that happened. Then I had a couple of instances too about claiming that the payment was never received, and of course I sent photographs to this office because I'm not sending it by mail because you have to send it, you know, within a week prior, and I'm not paying them by credit card or giving my banking information because this business has been having class action lawsuits and stuff like that left and right over the years. So I am not putting my faith to them having my banking information to draw money out, you know, mysteriously. So there's that. I'm gonna make them work for it with the check. And I sent them a photo. This has happened twice. Happened March last month. Let's see. We'll take that. It happened. Yeah, it happened in last month, and then trying to see what else here. Then it happened March of last year too. So, yeah. Same company too. And, like, okay, so prior to this happening, like, I decided as an extra security method, I've been doing for years, just in case, you know, kind of this stuff could happen. Because this company's reputation is kind of like bad, but I haven't had too many issues with them for the most part because I think the lawsuits have been keeping them on a straight path, so to speak. I mean they're I mean, I don't have any personal experience with them years ago with these lawsuits when they happened, but like, I haven't had too many problems. And yeah, like, so what I've been doing was, sorry, getting to the point here, I've been photographing proof of payment at their office because they have a Dropbox. And because of what happened last month, now I'm taking an additional thing. It's video of me, you know, giving the date, time, and then like followed by oh, that's good. Followed by like, you know, saying I'm gonna make a payment here at this office, you know, saying orally what this office name is, you know, stuff like that. Put it in the box and make sure it gets all the way in there. And then end the video. And I also show like the image of the check and everything else. It's got the routing number and everything else. Just things like that, you know? You may think it's like, it sounds like this is a little excessive, but it's like, not really. If you look at like some of the stuff that's kind of happened and stuff they try to pull on you, because last thing I need is like this office cashing, you know, the first check that they said they haven't received, and then next thing I know, you know, I have to give them a second check, and then, well, before they cash the first one, they cash it and then do the same thing as the other company. You cannot take those risks, you know? People will find ways to try to screw you. Like my sister, for example, she's had issues with her landlord trying to make, you know, she's trying to make payments to her, but she's just ghosting her. And the regulations down there are just terrible, unfortunately. My hometown. Because like her landlord and stuff like that was like, I'll take this here. Was like refusing to cash payments, check payments or whatever, refused to answer her phone, just childish behavior, you know? Really trashy, like, oh, what's the word? Those landlords, scumlords. Scumlords? No, that's not it. Or probably a scumlord. And I kind of gave her some tips. It's like, well, you know, if she's not accepting the payment, or like, you know, answer your phone calls and stuff like that, concerns and stuff, you call the sheriff. And now this is, I probably recommend you guys doing if you're running those kind of situations, is if you're having an issue contacting your landlord, you know, by letter. Well, see, first thing with letter. Okay, I think the first thing is like try calling them, of course. Try visiting the office, which is usually like a house for my sister's case, because like the town's too poor to even have a office for that. Like, yeah, go in the office and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, document when you're going, what time you've been calling them and stuff like that. Your voicemails. I mean, bonus too is like having a phone service recorder where you can record like whatever's like dialogue you're having with this individual. That'd be even better if you have any dialogue with them. And then if that doesn't work, the next thing is send a letter, you know, through UPS, but then have it tracking. And then there's an option too, I think I recommend for that case, is signage. So they have to sign it in order to receive it. And if there's a refuse to sign it, that means there's the person there that refuses to even take the letter that's from you. And if that doesn't work, then I think next is having the sheriff, either you know, accompany with the sheriff, or you can go with, or have the sheriff go over there and deliver the message. Be best to just have a letter and then give them the message to give to them. And I mean, it'd probably be good to like go with them, deliver the message not only by letter, but also like let the sheriff know about what the letter contains and whatnot. Because what happens is, when you bring the sheriff, that's really great when it comes to like court-related, you know, stuff. There'll be verifiable evidence that you have what we have here. What is this second thing? I'm not taking that first thing. That scares me. A pound of flesh, blood money, huh? Alright, we'll find out what that does. I'm not taking that other item. I already had enough of that nonsense from that challenge. But yeah, they'll be used as a valid witness, not only because it's law enforcement appointed by the government, but it's also like, you know, like I said, a third party. Because sometimes with court stuff, especially like if you're trying to like, you know, say get your deposit back, and you got someone that comes by, you know, checks to see everything's fine and stuff. You have like a third party person you got to have in order to like say, you know, without like being biased, that this is the case, that this is happening. Now, I'm not saying like, you know, using the sheriff is like a way to be like, hey, could you like tag along with me and, you know, be aware? I mean, you probably could, but I don't know. I think that takes up too much of their time. Well, I don't know. Probably not. Sheriff office is probably a little bit more tame than police departments, depending on where you're from, though, at least. My sense it's more rural, I guess. I mean, you can find somebody else to like be a witness. To like you having like things kind of situated with your place and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I assume there's a way to do that, as long as you're like in contact with them. But yeah, like so yeah, security envelopes, I think everyone should honestly have. I thought about getting some security manila envelopes for sending like larger stuff, but I might hold off to that until I need it. And then on top of that, I'm getting some security paper, printing paper. Oh, well, this is oh, that's, huh. Okay, that makes sense. That's interesting. Well, good to know that that item's actually kind of terrible. Well, maybe it's situational. It might be good if you don't have money. You get a bunch of health. But yeah, going back with the security paper, I get some security paper coming in because I'm gonna have to write a letter to a place to like let them know about some stuff, and I want to make sure like, you know, it's tamper-proof and stuff like that with that. It's the same company that they cashed my second check, and they also did something with my first check too. They cashed it. So, yeah, I'm gonna obviously have it sent to them with signature. Get some things kind of. I mean, there's nothing like negative or anything with them. It's just like with what I'm sending, it's more on the lines of like getting things kind of like situated with something that just nothing bad. It's just like, you know, hey, here's this, just letting you know, with related services, nothing serious. I mean, serious in the sense of like something else, but like it's nothing like bad on their part. It's like somebody else that's like kind of interfering with the services. Okay, it's kind of hard to explain. So my sister's kind of interfering with things, I think, with something with the services, and I want them to like bar her from that. Pretty much. I'll leave it at that. So I want a letter to like kind of, you know, do whatever. I don't want them to put like anything additional on there on the off chance that it could happen. Like, yeah, I mean, it may look like with all this stuff I'm kind of saying here, it's like, wow, you got a lot of stuff you just want to be overly concerned about. Well, yeah, but then it's like, what? Okay. Well, yeah, true. I mean, I've been used to being screwed over the years, and I talked about one episode about my car being screwed with the repairs because they put sawdust in the tank. This guy was known to be a crook in the town. Stuff like that. You just have to, like, keep your ducks in a row, you know? It's like, I mean, there's a number of innocent people out there, and then there's a number of people out there that want to take advantage of you, of your generosity. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? See, if I take that, I'll probably get damage down, but we're gonna get some range. It's not damage down anymore. Oh, that's really nice. So yeah, I mean, for me, it doesn't hurt to have extra security. It's not breaking my bank to get that stuff too either. I saw a pen, it's like, someone recommended, it's like, oh, you can get this pen. Highly recommended, you know, it's got these security features. Look at that. It's one ink pen, and it's like over $200, right? Found a different pen, has the same functionality. It's got the same security feature, and it does not cost that much, not even close. I think they're trying to claim it's like the Rolls Royce of pens. I don't know. Like, it's for writing. I don't think it's gonna look too fancy on paper, other than security, you know, stuff. But like, I'm not. What is this? It's a trinket. Alright, we're gonna play with this a little bit more. I'm really interested. This is like something nice. If we get a trinket out of there, looks like no, it's not a trinket. That's a items. That's kind of a cool thing. We're Kane. We got like lucky food stuff. We're not landing it yet. Must be like, oh boy. Rarer than anything to get that. Heck, like I had a security camera in my kitchen and stuff, and it's like that also saved me like issues in the future for sure. And that was put there because okay, so the story with the security camera was how I got it. So I won a contest from Logitech, and I got second place. Vanishing Twin, he wants revenge, huh? I don't even know what that means with this item, but whatever, we'll take it. It's like a spinning piece of spinning potato chip looking thing. Are you gonna pay out? Or are you just there to waste my money? Well, I guess that's the whole purpose, you know, those claw machines, they waste your money. Yeah, anyways, going back with the security camera bit. So I had a security camera already from this company, an outdoor one, a couple of them. And I can't see my neighbor, he goes down to Florida for vacation, and he goes every early spring or something, right? And so like him and his wife go down and nobody watches the house, right? I mean, I think there's people in the neighborhood that kind of watch things, stuff, like me, because they're older folks. And I saw this guy on security feed like wandering around looking at the house and stuff, and I'm like, oh crap. Is he trying to case the house? He's trying to break into the house or something? Blah, 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 right? And so I had my brother to go out there to try to, like, keep him there. Probably wasn't a good idea. But keep them there so that way while the cops come, because I call the cops, I think my brother would be fine. Would have been fine. Anyways, I mean, he wasn't like close to him or anything. He was just at a very long distance, and he's at the door. So as he was talking to him and stuff like that, something was a little off with him. And then the cops came, and he didn't. No, like before they came, he ran across the street and stuff. And he, we'll take this. And the next thing I know, like, the cops were out there looking for him. They found him. I mean, he didn't go far, I guess. And the cops came back to me and let me know what was going on. So evidently, he wasn't casing the house or trying to break in or anything. Evidently, he was super drunk. But, like, they were surprised that, like, with his blood alcohol level, that he was able to, like, do all that and not appear too drunk. Wild card again. What is this? Range again. Wild card again. So this is like a wild card to give you stats out. So that's what happened with that. I don't know what happened with him. I don't think he was arrested. Oh, we got something. Oh, look at that. Alright, I see. So that item right there is what it's going to give you. Sweet. That's cool to know. So anyways, because I got that recorded, I got second place. And I tell him, like, the situation and stuff, and, so not only I got second place, like, they gave me a free security camera, which was worth just about as much as that. Which, I had a choice between an outdoor one and an indoor one. I'm like, give me an indoor one. Because I have plenty of these outdoor ones. And not only that, they also posted a video on the YouTube channel, which is no longer around, unfortunately. Showing, like, a brief clip of what I gave them. Clips. And then, like, they had a promotion for, like, the security camera system. I thought that was really cool. They would also put in the monthly newsletters at the time of, like, that kind of stuff. And why they took it down, I think it's because, like, oh, and it does this too, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. If I knew that, like, I wouldn't have taken this item. Whatever. It's good to know now. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, so they gave me a free security camera. And that particular security camera, like, saved me some heartache in the future. It's, why is it howling? It's not super, okay. Well, that's weird. Wait a minute. Must be glitched. Yeah, it's glitched. No? Is it over there? Okay, I'm confused now. Yeah, anyways, I still have that security camera here. Including the one that was shot out. It still works, the shot out one. It's just got a cracked lens I can't fix, unfortunately, but the cameras, okay, so explaining with, like, why they're not doing the promotional stuff anymore for that contest, and they took down their videos, it's because they discontinued their cameras because I think there were a bunch of issues with it. And that's true because, I think that's true because my security cameras, like, they were wireless and stuff, they kept cutting out. even though I had a very strong connection. I know there's like very far out there for these signals for that stuff, but like, yeah, maybe they were just factory defective. I don't know. They were good to an extent, but the problem was like, I don't think it had cloud-based service at the time for that. And you have to have your computer on to download everything. And you got a little mini SD card it downloads from and a re-record over it. I think that poses a problem because, like, the security camera gets swiped, which that's what happened twice with me. And that's the thing too, it's not downloading the signal fast enough, and I think that's part of the reason why my camera was swiped and I couldn't like catch who did it by the time like they cut the cord. So that was a problem. Yeah, who steals a security camera? Well, poor people in my town. My hometown, that is. It's nuts down there. I talked about one episode, which might have been in my one of my backlogs. It's so bad down there. Like the police are trying to like get people to like register their cameras with them, so that way they can use them for crimes. Because there's so many drive-by shootings and stuff anymore, which is unfortunate. Okay, we do not want to go in the curse room so much. Okay, now you're doing that in here. Okay. Yeah, extended security is not bad. As long as you're not like, you know, breaking your bank and stuff. It may seem a little excessive, you know, for the average person or something, but, you know, for me, with my experiences with companies and, you know, stuff like that, miscellaneous. Like, that's something that, you know, I had to, like, consider, you know. That's good not to, like, let your guard down to an extent. For me, it's a little bit, it may seem like a little excessive, I could understand. To some sense, I could see it that way. But it's like, at the same time, you just don't know, you know? Just like with the security camera thing, it's like, I talk about with sisters, like, to her, she feels like she doesn't really need it in a town that's, like, heavily crime. Because, like, crime there is property crime, so she got affected for sure. Well, that's unfortunate. But we're almost done with this run, so I think we're fine here with that. I can see it that way, that it could be a little excessive. I could put my resources to something else, but the thing is, I'm getting like a pen, right? Not that expensive. I got some paper that's coming in, not that expensive, 500 sheets. Like, that's gonna last me for a long, long time. Same thing with these envelopes. I don't mail that much stuff, you know? Security, and then, you know, like I said with the security checks, I've got, like, doesn't even cost me anything additional. So, and then I have, like, a number of them, you know? I might not use as many. I mean, it's a strange world for sure out there, and things are getting more and more complex with how people try to get, you know, pull something on you. Like my sister, you know, going back with the landlord stuff, she did take my advice about having the sheriff, you know, go with her and kind of deliver the message, and sure enough, the landlord did answer her door. Why? Because cops. Your soul, give it to me. I mean, I guess at this point, I don't know what this does, though. Oh, maybe if I die, then it does something. I don't know. We're not really using red candle here much, but we got it like, oh, red candle. Red candles been debuffed with how long those shots like stay around for sure. Okay, what we got in here? Krampus. You gonna cost me money for your Krampus stuff? I welcome a Krampus head though. Or a lump of coal would be better. Alrighty. Well, asking you receive. Up we go. But yeah, she answered and stuff like that, and then provided excuses. And I said, like, you know, there's other issues with her. Trying to get across is like, just send the sheriff again. And she's like, yeah, but I don't want to make her angry. It's like, you're not making her angry. You're actually making her fearful because you know that, oh crap, you got someone that can, like, get the law on them. And could potentially arrest them if they interfere. I mean, they're not going to get arrested, but, like, I think it's the fear of, like, getting arrested for them is what's going to, you know, come down to it with them. I think maybe she's also fearful too. It's like it's going to be used against her if for litigation purposes if she tries to take my sister for litigation. I don't know. Like another thing too, my sister talked about is like, yeah, we don't have a copy of our lease. Just another sketchy thing down there. They don't give you a copy. This landlord down there. I would give you the name of this landlord down there, but I don't want them to like have people to go down there and be like, or calling them and send them pizzas at their house or something worse. I've seen a lot of that over the years on the internet. Though if you send pizzas to me, like, I don't know, that'd probably make me upset and kind of chuckle at first, and then it gets excessive and then be like, okay, stop. Yeah, and it's just like pizza places over the place just sending me gluten-infested pizza. It's like, alright, here's your order. $122.50. What? You know I'm gluten-free, right? What are you doing? No, they want to know. How will they know? Unless I order regularly. What is this, a bar or something here? Oh, hello, Bob. Here's your liquor. Look at all these battery charges. We got a mega super ultra battery over here. Look at this. Found it. Yeah, here's some money for your devil. What is this? What? What's going on here? Is this what the thing does, the trinket? Or is this just one of those rare blessed coin things? What is this? I'm spooked. Oh, that didn't do much. I don't think Krampus' head really does much with Isaac anyways. Maybe I shouldn't be impressed. Maybe I should stop taking hits too here. Oh man, my rank. My rank, dude. Well, we got him out of the first phase though. Now the other half. Yeah, like it's a prickly thing for sure. You know, I've kind of talked about and touched upon. And doesn't hurt to have security. No matter like what you're doing or whatever. Like I don't even pay cash. I'm like the only time I pay cash, like if I'm at this pizza place in my hometown, they'd only accept cash. That's the only like thing I do, you know. I wouldn't like Well, I also have to use cash for the coin machines in my laundry place because of the shortage of coins. Can't get coins back from certain places and stuff because of COVID. I guess it's still the case, I think. I have to use that for laundry elsewhere. That's the thing. I get it from a laundry place, right? The coins, get them exchanged from dollars. I mean, they're getting dollars. Like, I'm gonna get the coins somewhere, right? It's like not impossible to get coins. But oh, they updated the oh, we're gonna die. I gotta be careful here. Oh, well, we might just die now. Alrighty. Come on. Let this... Alrighty. Are we Guppy? We're not Guppy. Bird's Eye, huh? Oh, they brought that back. But have they changed it? No? Still like Ghost Pepper. Only like more peppery shots, I guess. Oh, we died. I think that 9 lives was a saving grace, though, and a curse. What was I saying about security and stuff? Oh, what's this? Like a leash? There we go. Greed's been updated too. That's really cool. They just keep him at bay though. So I guess they updated sprites recently with the newest update. I guess maybe they were just like, yeah, updated them. The Holy Light shots are pretty good. Oh, why did I? Oh, that's not good. It's fine. We can get through this. Yeah, like security envelopes, security this, security that, like. Yeah, it may cost a little extra for like shipping too, for tracking, but like, again, it's just precautionary stuff, you know? Especially if you send it to a sketchy town that you lived, you know, most of your life. You just can't be too careful. It's like, oops. It's like, you know, like living in the, you know, in a bad neighborhood. It's like, you're not gonna go outside, you know, at night or something like that, and like skip jump rope or something weird. Be like, oh, I'm not gonna get robbed today. You can't decide that. It's the bad people around you that's gonna decide whether to like screw you or not. Okay, well, speaking of screwing, like I probably screwed myself with this. Actually, if we kill him last, we'll probably get... We gotta kill you, though. Because you are not nice. Yeah, they definitely updated the sprites for the mini-bosses here. I mean, we've got... Well... Yeah, let's just do this. Hopefully a dark card in here. Just hearts. That's funny. Let's just pop this here. Now I'm thinking about it, it's like maybe the counter would have been a better option. I mean, security cameras, on the other hand, yeah, they're probably going to be pricier and stuff. But like, alrighty. For some reason did half a heart damage instead of a full one to give me Polaroid invincibility. But I think we might be able to pull this off. If not, backtrack. Okay. Whew, we did it. Not available, huh? We did it! We got the not available score. And a time of 1009th. We did it! I think they're still trying to fix the score system, but that's fine. Ah, that's our first daily win of repentance. That's great. And that soul thing, I had no clue what it did. I died and nothing happened. So, maybe I'm using it wrong. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.